Peace and blessings, Alpha Quabo. Let me make sure I take my intro out. Great. Peace and blessings, Alpha Quabo, aka show here at Radio Diamond. This is a special show today. We got a special guest right here in the studio. So I just want you to promote. Let the family know that we're live. Let the family know that we're live. But don't tell their opinion. Don't tell the Chinese. That's how we keep it real here. Don't tell Chinese. Don't tell the European, because we're live. So one more time, shout out to absolutely everybody that's been promoting this amazing show. Brothers and sisters from United States, from the 54 countries in Africa, Europe. I don't want to mention the name because people get mad at me every now and again when I don't mention names. So that's why I just want to keep it to the African family worldwide. So I want you to promote, share this video, because the special guests, they already arrived, even though they kind of late a little bit. But anyway, so we're keeping it in universal time. It's not African time, that's universal time. So tuning in, brothers and sisters. So for those of you listen to us on Facebook, now we actually live on Facebook. We live on Facebook. We live on the Radio Diamond platform. And then to just let you know, brothers and sisters, we're not going to be live on Facebook anymore. So because Mike Zuckerberg or Cheeseburger, whatever he called, he liked to put our family in jail, Facebook jail. So that's why we say, you know what, now we got our platform. We don't really need Facebook anyway. We're just using it as a promotional purpose. That's all. So, brothers and sisters, today's topic is, for those of you who follow us on YouTube and Facebook and Radio Diamond, this is the topic today, right there in your screen. Yeah, this is the topic today. So, the number to call is the +44 77800756693. This is the number to call. So if you want to get involved or text, or if you want to send any message, feel free to do so. Today's show, we decided to bring the African family because we got brothers and sisters, kings and queens, that dealing with the African emancipation, dealing with Pan-Africanism, dealing with women's empowerment. So that's why we say, we can't let you go. You came all the way from London to come here, and then you're not going to come to the village, because remember, this is our village here. In order to control the African people worldwide, the European destroy the African family and spirituality. Do you agree or disagree? So I'm challenging you right there. If you're out there, I'm challenging you. Do you agree or disagree? So that's why we're going to open up the conversation. So we have our brothers and sisters tuning in Jamaica, lands of Marcus Garvey, ready, because we got our powerful brother. He's keep calling. Hold on, stay there, brother. Hold on. So we're going to be playing a quick video, but I want you to stay there for just 1 second. You stay there. Okay, so now I'm back. Bring my camera. So we're going to be playing a quick video. This is just an intro. We had a phone call of some of our brothers and sisters talking about Queen Diambi. He keep calling me. I don't know why, for some reason. He keep calling me. Oh, we need to know about the queen. We need to know about this queen. Because she coming to Glasgow, so we need to know about this queen. I say, okay, what's going on? And then apparently they called one of my brothers too. They investigating the queen, so they didn't know about the queen. So that's why when I send them the video, they apologize. So I'm going to be playing a quick video just so you understand the journey. So this is a video of Queen Diambi in Brazil before we bring on our guests. So stay there, don't go anywhere. So we're going to play this quick video, and then I want you to let the family know. Just a quick video. It ain't going to take much of your time, and then we're going to be live with our guests. 1 second. Right. This is one of our videos in Brazil. As you notice, Queen Diambis is been now she's one of the spiritual traditional leader with our people in Brazil. Because remember, Brazil is African nation. It's African nation. So Queen Diambis been crowned in different cities, and then we was there last year. It was amazing journey, amazing trip. So we had a lot of brothers and sisters came in from different parts of the world, Jamaica, England, Africa. It was such an amazing to come together as a family and then really share the love and practice love, African love in Brazil. So we're not going to waste much of our time. So brothers and sisters, the reason we decided to do this show one more time is really to challenge you, to break it down, because we understand what's going on around the world regarding African spirituality, African family. Because the European, to some extent, that's what people say, and then I agree in that regard, they destroyed the African family and they killed our spirituality. They pushed the black men away from home. They feminized the boys. The list go on and on. So that's why I say, you know what? I can't just share this message by myself. I got to bring the brothers and sisters who are actually doing something. So we got special guests here in the building. So I want you to introduce yourself first of all. Tell us what you're doing, and then what is the main purpose that drives you to do what you do.
Greetings everyone, I'm Aisha Peters and I am a singer-songwriter, qualified vocal coach and also meditation facilitator. What drives me to do what I do in life is the passion for people being in connection with oneself and the divine light, I should say. Yeah.
Wow. Next to the side, because we gotta give the floor to the queens first. We got a beloved queen sister. Tell us what's your name, and so yeah, you can come close. I think you gotta come close.
I gotta go.
Yeah. So tell us what you're doing for the family, because I know you've been here a couple of times, because this is our village anyway. You've been here a couple of times. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing and what drives you to keep doing what you're doing.
Well, Grand Rising, Hotep, Hetapu, family. This is Empress Divine. My passion is really about fulfilling my purpose right here on earth, and it's making sure that I do everything that's possible within my sphere in order to fulfill everything that's within me, and that is to share the knowledge, the healing, the information that's been granted to me via my ancestors, to trod this path in regards to enlightening others.
Wow.
So I'm a holistic therapist.
Wow, straightforward. Go to the king over here, because the king, you got your mic over there. You can do whatever you want with your mic. So the mic is yours right there. So you can push. You can do whatever you want. Tell us about yourself and what you're doing for the family, my brother.
Greetings. My name is Andre Sankofa, aka Professor Konsu. What do I do? That's a loaded question. I am many things. Co-director of Manhood Academy, author of 2 books, youth advocate, educator, lecturer, etc. We'll end it there.
Wow. Then behind the king, we got another king as well. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for the family, because I know you've been busy doing a lot of stuff, but we got to share with the family. Tell us what your name, and what you're doing for the family, my brother.
My name is Terry Riggs.
Because you number one thing, you got to speak close to the mic because they need to hear.
100%.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead.
You got that radio voice.
Yes, my name is Terry Riggs, unification of the African diaspora to the African people on land.
Wow. Okay, so we got the introduction, and we're going to jump in right into the topic. But, brothers and sisters, I need you to promote this video, because check the picture anyway. Sankofa 20 in Angola, Africa. So we're going to be having a special guest speakers coming in. Professor James Smalls, as you can see Queen Diambi right there in your screen. You can see Professor Smalls right there in your screen. So we're going to be having an amazing event in Angola. So I need you. I'm going to play you this quick video just so you see what's going on. So watch this video. It's only about 1 minute video, 1 minute promo. Then we're going to jump in right into our discussion. So stay in tune, brothers and sisters. And one more time, let the family know that we're live. We're going to be right back. Sankofa in Angola. It's going to be an amazing event. Land of Queen Zinga. So we're coming. So the African family, because we know, as you probably follow my page, so Sankofa event has been happening all over the world. It's not only in African continent, but Sankofa is about us coming together as a family to challenge ourselves to return back home, not only back into the continent, but back into our community, back into our spirituality, back into our family. So that's what Sankofa is about. So, but I need you to get in touch because we're putting up a package for us to go together, because it's going to be amazing event. It's going to be a really amazing event. So I need you to be part of this amazing. It's about movement. It's about movement. So, brothers and sisters, the question to you is, we're going to be going right to the guests, but the question we're asking you, we challenge you. In order to control the African people worldwide, the Europeans destroyed the African family and spirituality. Do you agree or disagree with me? So I'm jumping right to the Queen. It is important for us to really break this down. So what is your thought? Because obviously, being a queen, being a woman, African women are the most beautiful creation that the creator ever created. So you're the backbone of the black family, black/African family. So do you agree with this statement or you disagree? And if you agree or disagree, give us why. In order, I'll say to you again, in order to control the African people worldwide, the Europeans destroy African family and the spirituality. Do you agree or disagree? Why?
Indeed. I have numerous reasons, and some of them are historical and some of them are actually what happens in present day. And one of the historical reasons is some time ago I listened to a beautiful king on a radio station by the name of Muta Baruka, and he sat down and he explained a diary, a written passage from a beautiful empress by the name of Tikinda, I think. And what it was her story in regards to her passage from being taken from Congo. Yeah, and so you had the scenario of what she had actually seen, and what happened was when King, they call him King Leopold, came in, and you know, I had to listen to the story, and he was actually reading this from her, from what she had written personally. So this is documented. It's not no made-up story, and it was the story of when the European people came in under the man that they call King Leopold. You know, people were taken to the forest where they were collecting rubber, and you had families, you know, you had the fathers that were taken away from the mothers and the children first and foremost, and then you had the mothers split up from the children, and then you had the horrific stories and tragedies of mothers actually being just having their babies and them actually having to walk away and leave the babies screaming in the fields for their mothers. So that's one thing. Another thing that I find quite present today, which I'm quite thankful for, because you have a lot of brothers and sisters in the community, like Professor Konsu here and Terry doing Manhood Academy, where they're actually bridging the gap. Yeah, especially for the young men of today. But what I find in mainstream schooling alone, you have this setting of, or criteria, where they say you have to send your children to school, where in fact you don't. Yeah, and the law supports that. Yeah, and the reason why I speak about that so freely and so passionately is because I was once a home educator. So I know that for sure. And you have this thing where because of the governmental system, you have people that are easily influenced and just think that, okay, you know, I do have to send my child to school from a very, very young age, which is not true. You don't. Your child, if you so wish to, and or if your child so wishes to, you can send them to school if you want to, but you don't have to. It is a choice.
Wow, you stayed there. You heard it, because we start go to the spirituality, because we're gonna go back and forth.
Okay.
But spirituality, if you want to control anybody, take this spirituality away, because you know the European, they did a terrible job, evil job, to kill our spirituality, because we had our system of spirituality. So they gave us the religion, they gave us the Islam. Oh, we're not bashing you, brother, so you keep your Christianity, but let's just analyze in the deeper level, spirit. So we bring in Empress to find, because obviously spirit is the main key that drive any group, any human being. So tell us about the spiritual side, because obviously in order to conquer Africa or the African people, so they had to kill our spirituality. Do you agree or disagree?
Our spirit is our key, and obviously that has been disturbed and tampered with, and it continues, and it has been going on for too long. So once we reconnect our minds, our spirit, the ba and the ka together, then we really are coming back to ourselves, and it's bringing all those pieces of ourselves that's been scattered. Our families have been scattered. The sister has wonderfully explained examples of how we have been taken away from ourselves. School is a word that is mainly associated with prison. Yeah, education is really about drawing from within. So if we are under a spell or under a system that is constantly telling us silly things like, oh, you can't come to school with your hair this way or that way, your own natural hair, so far against nature, which is spirit, which is spirituality. That is just, what is it, barbaric? There's so many things that I can say about it, but it doesn't make any sense. But yet still, all these games that are being played, it's almost like a child that's had its own way and is ruling and running crazy. So everybody too scared, to say, hold on a minute, you need to curb your ways, otherwise nature is going to be completely and utterly obliterated and destroyed, and you can't put it back together, because nature is in the fabric of everything. Spirit is in the nature of us all, in the plants, in a tree, in our food, in the cosmos, is in everything. So as the wonderful sister explained about the connection between the child and the mother, the family, you take away the family, what do you have? But yet still all of our information has been extracted to a point of study, to learn. But it's been given back to us in such a demonic fashion. How can you go to school and not have your own natural hair be accepted? We're in 2020 and now they're passing, laws or statutes to say, oh, by the way, you can have your hair natural at school and going to work, not just in one country but all over the world.
Yep.
It's crazy.
So you mean to tell me the spirit, the spirit attached with your hair, the hair dictates your behavior. So then,
and they know that very well.
Then if that's why they're afraid of the Rastafari, they're afraid of the black hair, because soon as you become natural, you're a threat. So is that the cause?
They're afraid of it so much that they are attracted to it, but they want to corrupt it in such a way that we don't have it, but they have it. Look at the Bo Derek look. Look at the plaits and the braids, and it's corrupted in such a way that, unfortunately, our women to be wearing wigs or braids or whatever, it's not new. It's very, very old. But if we're not in control of the production and the manufacturing of our what belongs to us, then it's going to be corrupted. It's going to be giving us fibroids and cancer and headaches and goodness knows what.
Wow. So going to the king right here.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, to build a better future in our community, in our nation, we need a strong princes and princesses. Then we got brothers and sisters here in the studio. They took this challenge to build princes and princesses. They took upon themselves challenge to be the king makers, prince makers. So what drives you to do what you do? Because once you begin to build the foundation, you're building a family for tomorrow, not only for today but also for tomorrow. So explain to us why got you into this arena of saying, you know what, we're going to educate our own children our own way. Because once you educate your children, you're building the foundation for a better nation. So explain to the family why you decide to challenge yourself to do what you're doing, brother.
Well, the conversation all ties in, and a quote comes to mind from Dr. Layla Africa in his best-selling book, African Holistic Health. He says, the black family is the highest technology. And that speaks for itself. The black family, or families in general, in their highest function, is what builds kingdoms and nations and civilizations and pyramids that they can't even figure out how they built them, thousands of years later. In the context of me, why am I doing this work that we're all doing right here in this room? I do it because of purpose.
Just 1 second, my brother. If you see the screen right here, that's you right there. So you talking to the family right here in this camera.
This camera.
Yeah, this camera. And then
where are they? Where is everybody?
right there. That's you right there, right? You talking to the family.
Is this global?
This is global. I can guarantee you that. You talking to the family, and you talking to the listener right there in your mic. So you grab your mic, do whatever you want with your mic.
So super high tech.
No, grab your mic, brother. Hold on, grab your mic. Grab it.
MC.
Exactly. So
Right.
do whatever. Look, let me tell you something. Hold on. Right here in the studio, Queen Divine knows the rule, right? This is a parliament. This is a village. This is our village. So feel free, mikasa sukasa. Feel free. This is our home. So if you wanna push the mic, sing with mic, do whatever you want, brother. So, but the main thing, yes, because we got brothers who say, "Oh, we can't hear the brother properly." So that's why we say, you know what? Okay, we're gonna direct the brother. So this is the camera and this is the mic, because people listen to you all over the world. So go ahead, my brother.
All right. Greetings, family worldwide. I see you now. I see you. So where was I? I was talking about purpose. Purpose. The reason I would say we're all in this room is because of a sense of divine purpose to our community, just being driven to just deliver our gifts to the community. So that is why I do this work. And yeah, Mr. Riggs, anything to add to the build?
Let the presenter present it.
No, hold on. Go into Terry. Go into Terry, because I know you've been doing again. So I need you. This is your camera, and then you're not even in the shot. You see? All right. So I need you to be on that side, Terry.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm in the picture. I'm in the picture.
Okay, great. So that's you. Okay. So Terry, explain to the family why you decided to do what you do, because we see you all over. Explain to us what Manhood Academy really mean. Because obviously, because when we're talking about Manhood Academy, is about building, is about empowerment. So we're gonna get to the sisters too. But why are you doing what you're doing? What's the main reason behind it?
The reason, and I'll give you the.
And then I need you to speak close to the mic.
I'll give you the big drive. As I said in the beginning, if I'm uniting the African diaspora with the people on land, right? That means it's the unification of our people once and for all. I know I can see the camera, and what I'm trying to explain is that we have to go back to the beginning. What is this event about? This is Sankofa, right? Taking from the past and bringing back into the future. So if we're able to doing that, we have to ask ourselves, what is spirituality? And in my opinion, in my way of seeing spirituality, is communication. The reason why the family is dysfunctioned is because the communication has been destroyed. So now we have to collaborate, to unify, to reconnect back to what it's supposed to be. So by us starting from the youth to the woman to the man in forms of healing, there is many jobs to be done. So for us to able to get there now is why we are here today in forms of that Sankofa.
So bring the queen right in the conversation. Women, no, don't. This mic is yours. Don't worry about it. So rule number one: you need to speak close to the mic. So the role of a black woman, because you got a major role to play when it comes to the family, because you cooking. You got the power, because you're the backbone of our economy. You're the backbone of building a strong man, because everybody came off of black women. I don't care what you say, brothers and sisters. You came off. So that's why you got to respect black women, brother. Respect black women. So explain to us the role of black women, because in case of war, and that's exactly, you already explained what the European did. They went after the black women. Even till today, black women are the target of anything. When it comes to business, when it comes to cosmetic, when it comes to chemical, everything. Black women still the target. So why were you still the target? Give me the reason why this obsession to try to put it down. You've been demonized. You've been renegade into just entertainers. We know the power of you, but why the white man and the so-called Negroes trying to push you away of your course, of your journey? Why?
The only way that I can answer that is some form of insecurity, you know, in terms of who we are. But at the same time, what I don't want to do is sit here and be, you know, pointing the finger. I feel like it's a queen's responsibility, a goddess's responsibility to take up for herself and do her job and play her part. It's just as simple as that. And as far as I'm concerned, you know, as you clearly stated, we do deserve to be respected. We do deserve to be upheld, but we need to respect ourselves first. So before I'm filling anybody else's cup, I need to fill my cup first. And the thing is as well, we are the first women, we are the first nurturers, we are the first inventors, we are the first educators, we are the first, period. Yeah, so this is why I say, and I do believe, because I've seen it in history, and I mean documented history, and I see it still today in terms of the insecurity with some of our brothers. Unfortunately, you know, I've got mad love for our brothers, but it's still there. And you know, but at the end of the day, us as African women, diaspora on the continent, I speak for myself. I'm an inventor, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a great-granddaughter, I'm a researcher, I am a scientist, I am a chef in the kitchen, I'm everything. Everything is all a part of me. So I can't not for 1 minute do I separate what is out there universally on a larger scale in the all. I don't separate that from myself, because at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, we are all connected anyway.
Wow. Okay. So go to Queen Divine. Culture, because once you attach yourself with your culture, you can dictate your present and your future based on your culture. Everybody gather themselves based on their culture, but we as a people, sometimes we tend to run away of ourselves. We renegade our culture. So explain to us why we not really embrace our culture the way we're supposed to be, because especially brothers and sisters here in Europe, because it is about time. That's what I say to a lot of brothers and sisters, look, it's about time to return home. We got to return home, and then physically, spiritually, we have to return home, and then the culture is a backbone of our being. So explain to us why we still have brothers and sisters not embracing our culture, not be proud of who they are. Why?
They're lost. We are lost. We don't know who we are from what we are not. We have been told that we are this. We have been told that we are that. We're told that we can't do this. We're told that we can't do that. Whatever your age, whether you're 10, whether you're 50, whether you're 25, whatever your age, take that in terms of minutes. And it's about going back in to meditate. Our ancestors are our connection. They're part of our DNA. We commune with them in order to find the information that is there. Everything, they always hear this saying, it's all within you, it's all within us. What is that? That is our spirit, that is our ancestors, that is all the keys as to why we're here. Take those minutes in times of whatever your age is, be silent, be still, meditate, connect with source. You will find fragments of your culture in dreams, in visions, in the cosmos, in terms of the time when we are here and why we're here. We come so many times. We are the ancestors return to make things right.
Wow. Are you heard that, brother? We are the ancestors return to make things right. So go to the king right here, talking about the education, because this worldwide curriculum system is about indoctrination. It's about teaching somebody else kings and queens, somebody else culture. They're not teaching our culture. Let's just be real. We give our children to this system in England, in United States, even in Africa, when they completely tear apart. When we're trying to rescue them, it's too late. So it is about time to start building the foundation. Talking about go ahead.
You know why it's that way?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Fear is based on fear. I'll leave it that way.
Wow. So King, this agenda to feminize our boys is for real. It is for real, brothers and sisters. So, in your thoughts, what can we do as a family to build fences around it? Because it ain't just about us preaching about African love, but strategy. So what can we do as a family? Because once we protect our family, once we create and build in our priests and priestesses with the principle and with our African culture, with our African spirituality, they will grow to become a great kings and queens. So what is your thoughts about this agenda about being feminizing our boys and girls?
There are two books. One's called Countering the Conspiracy to Destroy the Black Male, and another book by Dr. Francis Cress Wesling, the ISIS Papers. So Queen explained about fear, which is very eloquently broken down psychologically by Dr. Francis Cress Wesling as to why things are the way they are. When we're talking about boys and the effeminization of boys, I mean, that's quite loaded. There are a few theories. One theory is that because predominantly black boys are so targeted in our community, triggering mental health, triggering premature homicide, etc., there is a theory that boys from a very young age are choosing not to be boys. They're saying it's too hard being a boy, it's too hard being a man, I don't want to be a man no more. In fact, I want to be feminine. Just see, that's one theory that's just thrown out there. Alright, I mean, there's also another theory based on diet and what our young people are consuming in terms of E numbers and additives, and it's biologically changing boys and girls in terms of gender, in terms of their mindset, in terms of their emotions. So yeah, it's a loaded question. Some boys just don't want to be boys no more, to put it simple.
Wow. Terry, obviously education is extremely important. We understand this, but education comes from home first. So do you reckon we've been connecting, having this worldwide connection in order to extract the good of our people? Because obviously, as most of us based in Europe, we in somebody else's land. This is not our system, because they don't. This system wasn't designed for us. So do you reckon we need to build our own? Is that possible to build our own system right here in England? Our own system within the white. I don't want to call white supremacy. I want to call white counterpart. Is that possible to build a system right here in England just so we can fully function? Just the same as the the Arabs doing, the Jews doing, the Chinese doing. Is that possible to build our own system here in England?
We've got to actually understand something here. If, as a historian, we have to go back into the past, and that past, you've got to look at it in its full extent. That even the way the Europeans have learned, they've done one thing, and it comes paramount into our system of how our children today, in the fact of understanding 3 factors: knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. Now, if you look at what the youth are in today, is that most of them have a high amount of knowledge. What they're lacking is a lot of wisdom, which comes through age and comes through most of the time of elders. But the middle part is the understanding. When the Europeans came into Africa, they took the knowledge without an understanding and began to teach the knowledge with no experience or no wisdom. So what happens? It becomes not knowledge of self. So that information that they're learning is never going to be correct if you have no wisdom or knowledge, understanding of the knowledge you have.
Wow. Go back to the cream here. System composed with everything that goes around it. We got to build our economic base. We don't have our economic base in the UK. Everybody rip us apart. We are almost 100% consumer, 0% producer. We don't produce much. We got to face the fact. Even though we build this nation, the ancestors, which is ourselves, returning, we build this nation. So, but this nation is not really appreciated. So, do you reckon it's about time for us to really look at the society on the deeper level to understand that we have to put the structures in place? We can't be begging, because we know they're not going to give us for free. We're going to have to fight and get it. So do you reckon it's about time for us to really look on a deeper level in terms of building a system, just so we can then take care of ourselves without depending on others?
I do believe it's very important, and I actually believe that is something that has been happening for a really long time. Unfortunately, this is just my personal opinion. Unfortunately, I feel like it's taken longer than maybe us as a nation over here, maybe overseas as well, than we would have liked but I do feel like, for example, I mentioned MANHOOD Academy. There are some other organizations that are doing some really, really great works in terms of setting up certain systems. But as Terry did mention, there is a lot more groundwork that we do need to do, and especially in terms of ourselves and healing and actually coming together and laying the foundation so that we can rise up.
Wow. Talking about the healing part, because in order for you got to understand what you eat, what you drink. You got to understand that, and this is part of our system, because we got to control our food. We're not controlling our food. We're not controlling what we eat, what we're drinking. We're not controlling. So that's why they're putting up a lot of stuff in our food. When you look around, our behavior changed completely. So you've been really promoter in terms of living a healthy life. That's why you came up with Divine Healthy Living. So explain to us, like, why it's so important for us to really taking care of our body when it comes to food, medicine, and water. Why is important? And then nowadays people be eating so bad. Let's just face reality. Our family, we've been eating so bad. McDonald's, KFC. I don't want to mention this name because I'm promoting them. I don't like to do that. But anyway, explain to us why it's so important for us to believe.
Everything is about frequency and vibration, and there's a rhythm. When a child is born, there is that connection, that cord. They call it the umbilical cord. And if that umbilical cord is cut too soon, that rhythm between the mother and the child causes interruption and a disconnection, because the energy, the life force and the blood that's between the child and the mother gets disrupted. Now, a lot of women are concerned about bonding with the child, and why is it the child not feeding and all these things. So there's a lot of rhythms, there's a lot of timing, there's a lot of frequencies that are not adhered to naturally by nature. The placenta holds everything in terms of the richness of what the child needs, because it's been in the womb for a very long time. Regardless of what the mother is eating, it's taking the best of whatever she's eating. And we can go backwards and forward about, well, we're not eating natural food, we're not eating organic food, and it's all GMO. At the same time, to live in a climate that is so cold, that don't grow fruits, that don't grow things that you can eat, it starts to feel very barren.
Blessings to you,
The
brother.
sun, which has the vibration
Stay
for
on the line, my brother.
life,
Stay on the line. Stay on the line, my brother.
has the melanin and the frequency, the energy and the vibration. Call it vitamins, call it nutrients, call it whatever, but it's got that vibration, it's got the signature, it's got the codes in there. And the longer that we stay outside of that environment, or connect ourselves with a system that is cutting off prematurely, we're devoid of life, real nature life.
Wow.
We're turned into something other than nature. So that child that has its umbilical cord cut far too early already starts life in this plane disconnected.
Wow.
And it takes a lot of work, which is what I do, womb wisdom work, which is part of the Divine Healthy Living tours and lectures and all of that sort of information. We need to reconnect with the right way of, the word was mentioned before, communication.
Wow. Wow. So, brothers and sisters, we got a commentator right in the land of Marcus Garvey. So, just one more time, tell us your name and where you calling from, my brother.
Blessing, Brother Kabu. Blessings in the name of the Most High. I am Raso Shing, popularly known as Raso Shing, but as an Ethiopian Orthodox Tehido Christian, I am called Paulus. I also represent the African Union, the whole reality. I'm also a representative of the National Council of Reparation here in Jamaica and the Caribbean. And obviously, we are very much towards the whole anciency of all the Rastafarian movement. You'll find that we've been very much close to all the Rastafarian movement, from the Baba Shanti, Nyabingi in particular. And over the years, we've always represented the ancient order of Rastafari.
Right, brother. Real quick, in order to control the African people worldwide, the European destroyed the African family and the spirituality. Do you agree or disagree with this statement, and why?
I'm in agreement, but there has to be explanation. Yes, they have destroyed the African family, and when we speak of the African family, we are speaking of those that was enslaved in the last period of the Confederate European nation that came together with one intention and one accord, and that was to come and enslave the west coast of Africa.
Right. So, is that possible for us to really come together worldwide and build what they haven't destroyed completely? Because we're here, we're still here, but do you reckon this is still carry on?
What the Europeans did, Brother Cabo, as you know, there was our spirituality that is defined by the Supreme Creator, and that revelation reveals itself according to our cultural knowledge. Because as you know, on the west coast of Africa, there was many cultural practices that did not unite our African people. So they can destroy our history, they can try to wipe out our legacy, but they cannot destroy our spirituality, because only the spirituality resides within us, right? That comes from the Supreme Creator. That is why knowledge, we know, came out of Africa, civilization and everything else. But we must also be cognizant of the fact that knowledge came down the Nile into Egypt. Different civilization was created in the continent, but there was also an invasion that came in 7,000 years ago, one from the east, from the Sahara and the Red Sea, that is presently the Islamic religion that continue the whole of North Africa. And then in recent years, we've had the so-called Western Christians who is coming with our teaching, because Christianity, as you know, Brother Cabo, is not of a European or a Far Eastern Indian reality. It is an African manifestation, and it came out of Africa and what we call Upper Kemet Ethiopia, the entire continent. So you know, they cannot take our spirituality, my brother, but they can try and destroy. And by doing that, and being enslaved by them and being taught by their European way, obviously generations after generation has become totally enslaved. But within your bloodline, that is what defines all of us, because there's only one blood of the divine. But as you know, Brother Cabo, there's many different blood groups of humanity. So we cannot all be from the same. We're members of the human race, but we're not from the same, are we? So there must be some differentiation between ourselves, even though we all came out of Mother Africa in the beginning of creation.
So, brother, real quick, we got about 1 minute with you. One solution. What can we do about it to build the family back up again? Because they haven't destroyed completely. We still here. So, what is the practical solution, my brother? We got about 1 minute, 1.5 minutes with you.
Well, as you know, knowledge came from the Upper Nile Valley, Upper Kemet. It has manifested itself, right, in what is referred to as the Ethiopian Orthodox Tehido. And when we speak of the Ethiopian faith, we not speak of religion. And if we do not know the beginning of the deity, of how it came to it in our revelation, then how will we be able to differentiate the different spirit of evil that comes to us in different forms and different cultural beliefs? So I would say, look to Ethiopia, the true sons and daughters of Mother Africa, because from the Upper Nile Valley, you'll be able to define your past, your present, and what is your spiritual economical revelation that gives us, because we've never been conquered, Brother Cabo.
Wow. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for your input, and we're definitely going to have you again. I know we're going to have to do a show talking about the Ethiopian World Federation. We definitely. But one more time, it's such an amazing to have you right here in our platform, and we're going to get in touch with you real soon, my brother.
Well, it's always an honor and a pleasure to speak to our African people. But as I said, if you look into our own history that came from the Upper Nile Valley, that came down to Kemet, Lower Kemet, Egypt, and what civilization came out of it, you're able to connect the dots that went into the Kush, into Asia, China, and what came to Mexico, the Aztec, and all over the Mediterranean. You'll be able to connect the dots, my brother. And that is the revelation of the 21st century, to know who you are and where you're from. And your bloodline defines your ancestral lineage. It will always do that, Brother Kabu. I will look at you. Exactly.
Wow. Thank you, my brother. So going to the family here in the studio, Terry, practical solution. What can we do as a family to really build fences, just so we can then come with this emancipation worldwide? What can we do? Practical solution, real quick. We got about 10 minutes. So I want you to speak close to the mic.
Yeah. So quick solution. As I said before, uniting the African diaspora with the African people on land. First, most we have to deal with the youth, in which we have the Manhood and Womanhood Academy. We deal with the women, which we've got the ISC, the International Sister Circle, and then dealing with the men. Man, heal thyself by the men doing the rites of passage in Congo.
Wow. Okay. Very straightforward. Sister's part of the Sister Circle, right?
Yes, indeed.
Explain to us really quick about what is Sister Circles about. What is the main focus of Sister Circle?
Okay, so International Sister Circle, ISC, it is a platform and a gathering of sisters to get together to heal, to not only heal ourselves but to heal one another together. That's what it's about.
So tell us practical solution for this topic today, because obviously we got about 10 minutes, but in your humble thoughts, what is the practical solution that we must need to engage on in order to build our family, not only locally but globally?
Healing, and that's where it starts. It starts with yourself first, and being true and being honest. A lot of people are afraid, as this said. There's some form of fear going on, and really and truly we just need to be able to strip away the layers, and we can start by doing that for ourselves by the Manhood Academy and also by the International Sister Circle.
Wow. So, Queen Divine, practical solution, because we got about it's been amazing to have you right here in our studio. Practical solution in order for us to really emancipate ourselves, empower our family worldwide. Practical solution, not only locally but globally.
Well, there's a number of solutions that's going on. I think people are waking up and not being fooled so much about what's going on, because things are not adding up. So I'm quite happy to be amongst my brothers and sisters from from London, coming to Manchester, because oftentimes I'm going to London, and it's about working with like-minded. It's working and realizing that we can put initiatives together in order to find the solutions to heal ourselves. If we do not communicate, then we can't all work in isolation to find all the answers. The answers are within us, but we have to reach out, connect, so that we can move forward. There is a number of initiatives, there's a number of events that's going for this year 2020 vision. People need to connect. If people feel that things are not feeling right, not connecting, don't sound right, don't feel right, something not right, then know that you can connect. There's International Sister Circle. I started a sister circle way back in London in 2006, so I feel very honoured that the International Sister Circle has come round in such a way that I am part of this. So the ancestors have nudged me and woken me up and says, you're not on your own, you've got a team. Wow. So I'm so happy to have my posse with me right now.
And may I just add just real quickly, just to let everybody know, the International Sister Circle is doing an event in London at the Habisha Brixton venue, and that's on Saturday the 7th of March. We will be bringing this to Manchester on the 28th of March, so keep your eyes open. You can find us on Eventbrite and Revo as well.
So what about the role of you kings? obviously Terry's involved as well. So explain to her, what is your role in this sister circle? This has only got to do with sisters. Why are you involved? Explain to the family why you involved.
The man that is just galvanizing things, but involvement it's my art, is balance, isn't it? You know, it's just like the queens support us, sometimes in the background, sometimes in the forefront, and without the queens in our presence, it's just not balanced. And I would say it's the same, so I would put it in that capacity, you know?
Terry, obviously, by you back and forth, I know you travel all over the world and do what you're doing. So, why is it important for the family to for us to really come together, not only in London? Because one thing I've noticed, obviously, by living in London part time, even in London, brothers and sisters not really connecting, because the brothers in the south, you don't come to the north, the east, you don't come to the west. Why is it important for us now to really, break the chain and then start really connecting on the local, on the ground level and international level?
As you think, what's the best way to destroy a race or a people? Yeah. At the end of the day, right, is to destroy the family, and by destroying the family, you destroy the nation. So for what we have to do is to build that family once again. Man, woman and child. Once you bring the three together, you bring the economical plan, you build the family from the grassroots, and then it's able to teach what you have learned to the rest of the people. So the more you do that, now we go back to where we are talking about people in Africa or doing it internationally. Once we're repairing the child and the family at home, we're repairing the whole nation across the world.
So, brothers and sisters, any contact, feel free to leave any contact for people to get in touch. And obviously it's just been a special show, but any contact details, any email, any Facebook or any WhatsApp that you want to leave to the family worldwide, the platform is yours.
Okay, quickly put in that you got manhoodacademy.com. You go to the website and you can, what's the email address?
info@manhoodacademyofficial.com.
So they'll be coming to Manchester as much as we can, and then we have the international sister circles.com, which is the email.
The email is info@internationalsistercircle@gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
Yeah, and then we've got our IG as well at International Sister Circle as well.
Yeah,
so make sure you check us out as well. Yeah, on IG.
Okay. 1 minute, no, 30 seconds for each one to send a message to the family worldwide. Whatever you want to say, because you got 30 seconds.
Okay. Heal thyself, and help to heal others. Help to heal your brothers and sisters, kings and queens, prince and princesses.
Queen Divine, 30 seconds to send a message to the family worldwide and to say whatever you want to say.
Okay, well, what can I say? It is 2020 vision, and it's an opportunity for us all to connect and allow the healing to be part and parcel of what we need to do. Just like the ankh is the key. The ankh holds the union of the womb, the male, the female and the children. So we need to do it together so that we can go forward healthily.
How can people get in touch with you?
www.divinehealthyliving.com.
So, brother, King.
I'll just say peace, blessings, love and light to the worldwide family, and check us out on Instagram, #Manhood Academy Official. Check me out on Instagram, Professor Konsu, ProfKhonsu. Instagram. Bless family.
So Terry, the same thing. 30 seconds.
Just the 30 seconds, quick one. Make sure you reach to every single event that we are trying to create, and you can able to observe it on Blackicetv7.
Wow. So obviously, doing what you all doing here. So what is the state of? Because we can see a lot of brothers and sisters now going back to Africa and the world of Sankofa. Is that real? Is that really happening now? So what is your thoughts?
Sankofa, well, my surname is Sankofa. I changed to Sankofa. I will tell you what is really real right now. I'm going to throw out the word ACON. What is ACON doing in Africa at the moment? We dwell a lot, unfortunately, on our past, and slavery. They did this to us, etc. My thing is about Afrofuturism and where we're going into the future. And I can see that big things are happening in terms of infrastructure and things being built in Africa. And I would say, based on the theory of neurocinematics, I would say the movie Black Panther really kick-started the mindset of that future vision. So I'm optimistic about Africa and the technology that is going to arise from our continent.
So, give me my mic. So, obviously, we got a couple minutes to go, but I really want to thank you for you to come to the platform, to the station here. Feel free to come anytime. So, I know you had a long journey. So, are you going back home today, or are you going to sleep over?
Yes, I'll be going back.
You
come back to London. I've got work tomorrow, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Long trip.
So, but like I say, keep doing what you're doing, and we want to send a love to absolutely everybody around the world, because that's what it's about. It's about us connecting, coming together globally to really share love and promote the African nation. So that was the show today. So we're going to be all over Facebook and YouTube, and shout out to absolutely all of our family that have been promoting this show in Africa, in Jamaica, Caribbean, and Europe, obviously. So keep supporting this amazing station, Radio Diamond. Like I said, next week we're going to be fully TV. We're not going to be on your social network anymore. Now and again, we're just going to post videos, but mainly we're going to be streaming into our platform. Peace and love, and then I'll leave you with this amazing track, Africa. Just check this out.
Africa. 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 13 and beyond. Militant family. Body get down. This is a later. This one is a later. This is a later. From the ghetto youth teacher. Africa, we need to unite to make we stand tall. Africa, we need to come together to make we stand tall. Africa, we need to hold our hands to make we stand tall. Africa, we need to compromise. Whether you be Nigerian or Liberian, South African or Ethiopian, Egyptian or Ghanaian, Ivorian, Gambian, whether you be Zimbabwean or Zambian, Algerian or Malian, Chadian or Moroccan, we are Africans. Africa, we need to unite. Africa, we need to unite. For the musicians and the footballers, yeah, me know. Oneness and unity is what we need. Helping each other is what we need.